Are you from Atlanta or are you from somewhere else?
No, I'm from Atlanta, born and raised.
Okay. Where in Atlanta are you from?
The west side of Atlanta.
Okay. And do you have any children?
I do one.
Is it a boy or a girl?
A girl, she's 15.
And can you tell the jurors back in August of 2022, do you remember where you were living?
Yes, on Dunley Holloway.
Okay. And
She's a neighbor.
Was it the Parkside Apartments?
It was.
And do you recall what building you were living in?
At the 2000 building on the 3rd floor.
Remember your unit number?
I don't.
Okay, it's okay, no. Can you tell the jurors on the 3rd floor, where on the 3rd floor did you live? Did you live close to the elevators, close to the back stairs?
To the back stairs.
Okay. And who did you live there with?
Cordarra and my daughter.
Okay, and you said Cordarra?
Yes,
Who was Cordarra to you at that time?
my then boyfriend,
Okay, and did you call him Cordarra, or did you call him something else, a nickname?
CT.
Okay, and you see the person that you were living with back in August of 22, you knew as CT in the courtroom here today.
Yes,
If you could you identify him for the record by article clothing he has on and where in the courtroom who he's sitting by?
he has on a black shirt with glasses on, sitting next to Miss Fagan.
Found out the record was like the witness.
Miss Fagan.
The defendant.
She has.
Now, I want to back up just a little bit. Do you remember about when you moved into the Parkside apartment of Donnelly Hollow?
Yes,
Can you tell the jurors when approximately did you move in?
it was in March.
Okay. March of 2022?
Yes, March of 22.
Okay. And when you moved in, did CT or Cordarra, the defendant, did he move in with you?
Yes,
And was it just the two of you living there?
along with my daughter.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, do you know someone by the name of Testifies Wright?
I knew him as Tay, but they called him Smoke.
Okay. And how long?
Uh-oh.
How did you know the person you knew as Tay?
We was basically like not childhood friends, but we knew each other from the same apartment complex when we was younger.
Okay. And when you say younger, you're pretty young as of right now. So did you guys meet? Did you meet like in grade school?
Yeah,
middle
grade school. Yeah, we was like probably 10, 11, something like that.
Okay. And you had stayed in contact or knew them, from 10?
No,
growing
I
up?
never stayed in contact with him.
Okay. How long?
Hey,
did you
Bakers.
live in the same,
Zach.
Apartment complex, or maybe, but how old you guys were young kids?
Probably some years, probably.
Couple years?
Yeah, probably some years. I don't know exactly how many.
Okay. As the years went by, did you and
As the years went by.
Tay, did you guys reconnect or become
No,
friends again?
no.
Okay. And when you moved into the Parkside Apartments, was Tay living there?
He was.
Was he living there prior to you moving in?
Yes,
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, when you moved in, did you ever run into Tay and realize, is that how you realized he lived there?
yes.
And can you describe to the jurors in relation to where you live, how far did Tay live from your apartment?
He stayed maybe a couple doors down on the opposite side.
Okay. If you were to open, I guess, your door to your apartment, and look out to, your right, can you tell the jurors, were you able to see the door?
Yes,
Okay. And while living in the Parkside Apartments, you said you moved in around March 2022. How often would you run into or see Mr. Wright?
pretty often.
Okay. And I think you guys had friendly exchange, did you talk when you ran into each other?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Can you tell the jurors outside of kind of running into each other in the hallways or at the apartment, did you guys hang out separately?
No.
Okay. And the times that you ran into Mr. Wright in the hallways of the apartment building, did you ever run into him with CT, the defendant, with you?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not
Can
really.
you tell the jurors to your knowledge, did CT and Ms. Wright, you didn't have any issues?
Not to my knowledge, it was no issues.
Okay. And in August of 2022, was it still the same arrangement where it was you, your daughter, and defendant living in apartment 2303?
Yes,
And at that time in August of 2022, to your knowledge, was Mr. Wright still living in the same apartment down the hall from you?
yes.
Now that you're in the summer of 2022, did you and the defendant ever have any issues or fights, things of that nature?
Me and Cordarra?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Was there ever any issues between you and Cordarra, the defendant, as it relates to infidelity or cheating?
No.
Was there ever a time that you talked to Mr. Wright about Cordarra being online, looking at other females or
Yes,
paying for things?
yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Tell us about that.
I was coming from work one night. It's probably like 2:30 in the morning. I worked at a nightclub, and when I got onto the top floor, he was on the
Why?
top floor. Like we always talk. We smoked the blunt at the time. He asked me did I want to smoke, so we stood in the hallway and smoked. And he was basically telling me like to leave CT alone. I need to leave him alone. He don't do me right. He's cheating on you.
You're pillow
He showed me
talking.
a picture where he took a picture of CT phone. I guess CT told him that he had bought sex off her app. And I
Oh
don't know
my
if they was
God.
talking about it, like where Smoke was gonna do the same thing. I don't know. He was just showing me that, okay, he's buying sex off an app, and I knew he wasn't lying because he took a picture of it, like if he was gonna go back to the website. So he took a picture of CT phone, and his phone was cracked and broke at the time. So I knew he wasn't lying about, okay, he buying sex off the app. So
You remember, I guess, in relation to August of 2022, how many, was that days before, weeks before, months before August of 2022 that you and Mr. Wright had this conversation?
that was months before.
Okay.
Months before.
And you said after he told you this and showed you a picture on his phone, what did you do with that information?
I didn't say anything about it. I waited till like a couple months later when my lights was cut off. And that's when I said something to him about it, like, oh, you can buy sex offline, but you can't get these lights on. So that's how the argument started with that.
Okay. And you remember what month or when you and the defendant CT had this argument or exchange
It
of the
was-
lights?
Maybe in May, because I had just moved in March. And the lights got cut off like a month and a half, so it had to be May.
So you never paid a light bill.
Correct.
Okay. And when you said
So she said she currently works as a home health aide, but she was at least working at a nightclub back then. She's coming home from work. She lives with her child and CT. But her childhood friend that she wasn't really a childhood friend. She calls him Tay, not Smoke, but they get together to smoke this blunt together. They pillow talk. Wright has photos of CT's phone. Forget that a crime happened here. Just serious life advice. Why would you be pillow talking with somebody else when you're in a relationship? Like, a lot of this could have just been avoided, is what I'm saying.
CT, you can't pay for the light, but you can pay for sex. Did you, when you told him that, did you say, Mr. Wright told me that?
No,
Okay. Can you
Hey,
tell me
Paulette.
after you got the information from Mr. Wright that night, you guys were hanging out on the top floor, did you go through CT's phone?
no,
Okay. Did you ever see, do you remember talking to me or telling me about the time that his phone was open and you were able to see the same websites on his phone,
on his phone?
on CT's phone?
No.
Okay. And, tell the jurors, when you made the comment about, keeping the lights, you're not being paid for the light, you're gonna pay for sex, what was the defendant's, I guess, reaction?
He basically just laughed because he knew where the information came from. So we didn't ever get into it about it. Never go any further into it.
You said he laughed and he knew where the information.
I guess because, you know, like, if someone tells you, like, oh, I know that you can't pay for the lights, but you buying sets off an app. So he knew, I guess, who we disclosed the information to.
Okay. But you didn't tell him, Mr. Wright told him?
No.
Okay. So if this was in approximately May of 2022, at that point, did you ever witness or did CT ever tell you that going forward, and then Mr. Wright had any issues at this point? They had any conflict that you confronted?
No.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors after you and the defendant had that interaction in May, did you continue to run into Mr. Wright or Tay in the hallway?
Yes.
Yes. And
In the
were those
hallway.
exchanges kind of similar to what you talked about? They were friendly and y'all talked?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
And at any point, did you become aware in running into Mr. Wright after May of 2022 that he had any issues with CT?
Like I did state before, I know that they did have issues prior when they was incarcerated together.
What?
So other than that, I really don't.
I'm not knowing where this is going, if it's 404B issues.
Okay,
Yeah, you
we
just
won't go
mentioned
any
prior
further in that
incarceration.
direction. That was it?
Motion.
Okay,
Specifically though.
I'd
after
preserve
May
that.
2022 exchange you had with CT, Mr. Wright or CT never told you either had a separate issue with each other?
No.
And were you home on August 7th of 2022 when Mr. Wright shot?
No.
Okay, can you tell the jurors, were you home the day before that, on August 6th?
I was.
Okay, and when did you, I guess, leave your apartment that day?
Maybe around 12:30 that afternoon because I had to be to work at 2.
Okay, this is the day before?
Yeah,
Mr.
this
Wright
is the
shot?
day before.
Okay, and where did you work at the time?
Area 4.
Okay, what is area 4?
It's a restaurant slash, well, it was a restaurant slash nightclub.
Okay, and you said you had to work around 12:30 that day?
Uh-huh.
And how long was your shift, or did you work that
I
day?
didn't work that day because I was sick from the prior day from drinking, so I didn't work. I probably worked an hour at the most, and it was it before I had to leave.
Okay, sounds like the hangover.
Well, then
was
where did you
pretty
go?
severe.
It was bad.
And where did you go after working about an hour on August 6th at area 4?
I went out to Lennox to a friend's house and stayed there.
Okay, and how long did you stay at your friend's house?
We got there maybe 6:30. We got there, we got there. He kind of got me. We got there probably like 6:30. And I stayed the next day until like 7 o'clock the next day afternoon. That's Sunday.
When you say 7 o'clock, you mean that's August 7th, 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.?
7 p.m.
And when you left on August 6th of 2020 to go to work, was CT home, do you remember?
Yes.
And was anybody else home or at your home with CT at that time?
No.
Okay, you said y'all did, your daughter who was a teenager.
She's with her father.
Okay, so she wasn't there.
No.
So when you left on August 6th, it was just you and CT, and then you went to work, and it was just CT by itself.
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell the jury, did you know a friend of his by the name of, he went by street, but his name given to him by his mother and father, Quentin Forte?
Yes.
Okay, and how long?
Why did he word his question that way?
Did you see Mr. Forte, the street?
I saw him pretty often with CT. Like they was close friends. I know they had Honestly, they had just got into an argument probably like a month before that, a couple weeks, and it was surprising that they was around each other.
Okay, you're saying, Mr. Forte and the defendant had gotten into an argument about a month prior to the shooting?
Yeah,
Okay. Um, that next day, you said you were at your friend's house at around 7 p.m. Did you ever get any information, about a shooting that occurred in your apartment building?
I did.
Okay. And, after you got that information, did you go back to that apartment building, to your apartment?
I did.
Okay. Can you tell the jurors why?
It was just a lot going on, and I had my own situation going on as well, so I just chose not to go back to the apartment.
Okay. And, after August 7th, 2022, did you communicate with the defendant, over the phone or anything through text?
CT?
Yes.
Yes,
And, eventually, did you and CT, meet back up?
yes.
And, can you tell the jurors if you can recall when you, met up, did you guys stay anywhere after that?
We stayed at my mom's house. We was at my mom's house a couple of days before we went to a hotel.
Okay. I don't want to know your mom's, physical address. Did she live in Atlanta? Just
Atlanta.
Okay. And did you went to a hotel?
Mhm.
Where was the hotel?
Virginia Avenue.
Okay, is that East Point?
Yes,
And near the airport?
yes.
And, how long did you and, the defendant CT stay at the airport?
Maybe a few days before we was arrested.
Okay. And, if during that time, after August 7th, 2022, and then, while you were staying or in the days in the hotel, can you tell the jurors, if you know, where you would communicate with, the defendant CT, did he change his phone number often during that time period?
Not that I recall.
Okay. And, when you guys met back up and stayed at your mom's house and into, the hotel on Virginia Avenue, close to the airport, were you guys kind of always together?
Yes,
Can you tell the jurors, on September 8th of 2022, did members of the Atlanta Fugitive Task Force, knock and announce themselves outside of your hotel room door?
yes,
Okay. And were you inside the hotel?
yes.
Tell the jurors what's going on in that hotel room at the time that you realized that, the Atlanta Police Department, the Fugitive Task Force was right outside the door.
That night, we had a double bed in the room, actually. That night, we slept in separate beds. So maybe it was around 7 a.m., something around that time in the morning. I heard an announcement on the bullhorn saying Cordarra Tuitt come out of the room. So like I said, we was in separate beds, so we both jumped up. And I'm like, what's going on? And they called his name again on the bullhorn. You just got to go out there.
Okay. Was there, only one way in, one way out of the room?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes,
And, prior to this, can you tell the jurors, did you and CT talk about, I guess the shooting of Mr. Wright?
no,
Did he ever tell you, ever indicate to you anything about street shooting Mr. Wright?
but yes, he did.
Tell the jurors about that.
He was just, I didn't ask what happened because like I didn't want to know. It was a lot going on. And like I say, he was like he was going in and out. He kept saying Street did it. He never really just gave me any info on what actually happened.
Street did it.
Yeah, I know one time he told me he defended himself. And then he said Street did it. So I honestly don't know.
And then after that September 8th, when the Fugitive Task Force arrived, did you have any further contact with CT, the defendant?
No, not then, because like I was incarcerated myself, so no.
Sorry, I was muted. Nicole, I mean, she could object, but it'd be overruled because it's the defendant. So hearsay exception, she can say what the defendant said. My bad, I'm being muted, guys. But it is hearsay, but it's just an exception to the hearsay rule that would exclude other types of hearsay.
And you said you were incarcerated. Did it have anything to do with this case we're
No.
looking for today?
No.
Pass.
And after the incident occurred, the shooting occurred in the apartment complex that you were living in, did you ever see the actual video surveillance?
Never.
I want to show you what already been tendered into evidence of state exhibit E2.
Are you going to show her the video of her possible paramour getting shot by her actual paramour for the first time? Because that's kind of twisted if that's what he's going to do.
And while I'm pulling this up, can you tell the jurors, during the time after August 7th, 2022, and then up until September 8th of 2022, when the Atlanta Fugitive Task Force members kind of knocked them out on the door, can you tell the jurors, did you ever see anything on the news as it relates to this incident?
I did.
Okay, tell me what you saw.
I just saw that it was a shooting occurred in my apartments, and I don't recall if he was on the news or they was looking for the suspect. I can't recall.
And the screen before you, let me see if button pop up. Do you see state exhibit 94?
Yes,
Okay, can you tell the jurors, do you see the person who's dressed in kind of the army fatigue shirt and shorts?
yes,
Who is that?
CT.
Okay, and is that the same person, the same CT that you've identified as sitting next to Ms. Fagan?
Yes.
And I want to show you. You see, second,
Hello?
exhibit 85. Do you see the person in the white shirt?
Yes,
Do you know who that person is?
yes,
Who is that?
street.
Okay, and is that, looking at state exhibit 85, is that the hallway that your apartment, 2303 is on?
Yes,
And if we're looking at state exhibit 85, do you see at the top of state exhibit 85, the top left-hand corner, there's that kind of doorway?
mhm,
Yes?
yes,
Okay, that doorway, does that doorway lead to the elevated area?
it does.
And do you see like the top of the door frame at the bottom left of state's exhibit 85?
Yes,
Is that around or close to where Mr. Wright and whoever he lived with, is that near their door?
yes,
And would they have lived on that side, which is on, I'm looking at the exhibit, left side, or the right side where you can see the blue door?
on the left side.
Okay, so their apartment would have been on the wall that we're seeing at the bottom left-hand corner of state exhibit 85.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
And did you live on directly the other side?
yes.
And how many apartments, I guess, if you see Mr. Forte in state exhibit 85, is he running in the direction towards your apartment?
Yes,
And you said, how far is your apartment from the stairs that Mr. Forte would get into?
I want to say probably, it's not far.
Okay,
It's not far. I don't want to say feet. I
so
don't want to say like 100 feet, but it wasn't far.
from where so obviously you lived there for a number of months, right?
Yes,
from where Mr. Forte is standing and states they're 85, you walked that exact route, right?
Yeah, sometimes I go the elevator way, or sometimes I take the stairs because it's closer to my house. The stairs are,
This area for you?
yeah. Mhm.
Where Mr. Forte is standing, do you believe from, you taking that route sometimes that you could see, your apartment complex or your apartment door?
Yes.
Nothing further than the direct, Your Honor.
Ms. Fagan, do you have questions for Ms. Parks?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Okay. Now, you, how long have you been with CT?
On and off, maybe 6 years.
On and off for 6 years?
Yes.
And when you were with CT, how long had he been friends with Mr. Forte?
They've been friends for a minute. I can't say exactly how long, but they have been friends for a minute.
A minute, like a year, 2 years, 3 years?
Couple years.
2 months?
Couple years.
Okay.
I think they was friends before I met CT. I don't know. I just knew they was friends for a minute.
Now, had you ever had conversations with Smoke where he indicated he had any issues with CT?
No,
Were you aware of any reason for him to confront CT?
no.
Now, in this case, first and foremost, do you see the video? Is there a video in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, and on that video, can you tell me how long that video is?
6 minutes and 26 seconds.
And has anyone shown you this video?
No.
Now, you see the fan moving, correct?
Yes.
At the end of that hallway is where your apartment is, correct? There's
Yes.
stairs, but your apartment's to the left.
Yes.
At the end of that hallway, do you see two individuals?
Yes.
Like just black dots, basically,
Yes.
heads?
Yes.
And they, from this direction of the camera, they are actually on the stairs, correct?
Correct.
Now, do you know Smoke to carry a firearm? Have you ever seen him with a gun?
I have.
And what color was that gun that you've seen him?
I can't recall.
Okay. Let me show you an exhibit. I'm showing you State's Exhibit 78.
Yes.
You recognize him with this gun?
Yes.
And would he carry this gun on his right hip?
I don't know. I just seen it on them. I don't know exactly which side or where.
How often would you see him?
Often
Would it be in passing or to hang out?
passing.
Okay. So not just hanging out, you just
No.
would see him. When you would see him, would you see him when you would leave your apartment?
Yes.
And when you would see him, would you be seeing him if you were going down the elevator or going down the stairs?
Both really. Either when I'm leaving out or coming in, I may run into him.
And would he frequent the stair area often that you would see him? Yes or no for the court reporter, sorry.
Yes.
And now when the day of the incident, were you aware of any reason for Smoke to confront CT?
No.
Okay, when you spoke with CT, did he ever tell you that Smoke confronted him?
Am I after the incident?
Yes.
Yes, he did say something like that.
Did he tell you that he argued with him on the stairs for 5 minutes?
No, object to hearsay.
This is what,
Smoke.
Defendant said to her.
I mean, not
okay.
smoke. CT. Sorry, Abadi. Learn your hearsay
Your Honor,
rules.
I would argue it's similarly situated to Ms. Forte's testimony.
So you don't get to elicit what your client said. The state gets to, but you don't.
Okay.
But
Did
cross
you,
on it.
have you ever seen,
This was subject matter that we got into, right? The context of was there altercations? Was there beef? Was there fights? Particularly between Smoke and CT.
anything, have you ever seen Smoke ever confront CT?
No,
Now, in this video, you never actually saw when Smoke left his apartment and ended up on that stairwell, right?
right,
The video begins when they're already on the stairs, correct?
correct,
And is this where, no one could smoke in your apartment, right?
correct,
And is this where people would smoke over by the stairs?
correct.
Now, were you aware that Smoke had a Ring camera?
Yes,
Okay, and when, I'm just trying to let these 5 minutes still go by, the entire time that we've been talking, there's still an argument happening on the stairs, right?
I'm gonna object to
Correct.
speculation, so this witness long there's an argument happening on the stairs.
Okay, sustained.
Can you, do you have an opinion of what you see in the confrontation on that stairwell?
I'm gonna
Confrontation.
object to the characterizing as a confrontation as relates to this witness. She wasn't
Fair.
there.
But the video shows what it shows. Next question.
I'm gonna allow the video to finish playing.
Okay.
Do you recognize that to be Mr. Forte?
yes,
Do you recognize the other two individuals there?
Oh, what's that? He looks like he twirls around, right? It looks like CT's twirled around like he was grabbed by the arm. I didn't pay attention to that earlier.
if I'm not mistaken by the body posture, CT is on the left and is that Smoke on the right?
So you don't get to ask. If you can't tell, you can't tell. If you can say, I know who this is.
Yes,
Now, in this process, right here, is this your apartment there?
yes, because I had like the second door when you come up the steps on the right.
So right in front of CT's residence. Oh,
Did smoke cigarettes?
I don't recall. I know he smoked marijuana. I don't know about cigarettes.
All right, I paused the video. When I pause the video, Mr. Forte is walking back towards the elevator at this moment, correct?
Correct.
And at this moment, do you see a gentleman on the right?
Correct.
And who do you know who that is?
The one on the right, correct, yes.
Who's the one on the right?
Smoke,
And the one in the middle, who is that?
CT,
Okay, and the one on the right, can you see the posture of his right arm?
yes.
Okay, and what area is his right arm in?
It looks as if he's going in his pockets.
All right, I paused the video again. Where's his right arm now?
Honestly can't tell, but it look like it's like on his hip or something like that.
Did you see that, now you just testified that Street has been walking towards the elevator. Do you see Street turning around at this point?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So he wouldn't see it.
At this point, have you seen CT pull any firearm out?
No.
Now you see Street walking back and waving his arms, right?
It is crazy that the fan blades are exactly where their arm lengths are when they're raising their arms. Like, just coincidentally that that's the angle that these fan blades end up in the perspective. Oh. Oh, wow, that was really fast. See the difference when you play it all together?
Now I'm gonna rewind. Can you keep your eye in this section right here? Okay, do you see something black right there
Yes.
on the
Dang,
ground?
that was quick.
Yes.
I'm gonna rewind a couple seconds and tell me if that item is there. Okay. Now, while Smoke was still standing, was that item on the ground?
No.
As he fell, is that item now on the ground?
Yes.
Do you know what that item was?
So don't show her a picture and ask her what it is. You can just ask her what it is. She'll tell you if she knows.
What?
I'm showing you State's Exhibit 54. Can you see what that item was?
Yes.
And what is it?
The pink gun.
Thank you. Nothing
And that-
further down.
I have one more comment, and the jury can see it for themselves, but my logic here is if he moved the gun, and I think it's a threat enough that you left, you came back, and now you're moving a gun from your back to your front pocket or your waistband or wherever you're moving it forward. I think that's enough to put someone in fear of their life, especially since CT acted so quickly after that happened. It's not like he waited a minute and then said, you know what, a minute ago you moved a gun, I'm just gonna wham bam shoot you now. He moved, and then shots are fired, he's down. But the thing is, it looks like from the perspective, he's moving it from his right side to his right side, but he falls and collapses with his right side of his body towards the ground and away from where the gun slides from. So to me, I don't see how the gun would even slide up out of the pocket or out of a holster and land where it landed if it wasn't actually out of the pocket and in his hand, based on the way it looks like he fell. So my brain's saying that gun was in his hand. And I'm sorry, I get that Cordarra Tuitt was not supposed to be in possession of a firearm, charge him with that, but I think Cordarra Tuitt could have been dead today if not for him taking the shots first. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Any redirect?
You better.
The video that I was begging to show you, do you, person you said was Tay, remember that you said he was on the side closest to, is that a wall behind him?
Yes, it's like a wall. You come up the steps. I want to say it's a door. I actually can't remember if it's a wall or it's a department that's right there.
Okay, but there's a door or wall, something
It's
that's
something, right?
behind, Mr. Wright, correct?
Right, correct.
And, Mr. Tuitt, the defendant, he was in the area that was kind of open free, that was towards your car, right?
Correct.
And at any point in the video that you just saw, did you see, while you were watching with your eyes, did you see, Mr. Wright pull the gun?
No, I didn't.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Any recross?
No, yeah.
Questions from the jurors? Seeing none. Ms. Parks, thank you for your time. You're free to go.
And then LaDonna says, but Smoke wasn't supposed to have a gun either, right? Now, we can infer that from a little bit of what we heard, but Nicole wasn't able to get directly into asking that question. But we did get some testimony that for whatever reason, Raquel was going and buying the firearm, but she would let Smoke walk around with it. We have Miss Parks here, who's on the stand now, say that she would see Smoke with that firearm. He'd